it's Liv. Welcome back to my channel, and if you are new here, welcome. I am Liv and I am from Halifax, Nova Scotia in Canada, and here to bring you delicious, inspired, and effortless vegan recipes every single week. I am also the author of Liv B's Vegan on a Budget, which comes out this February and is actually available for pre-order right now with a free gift when you order it. So I will put all the information for that below as usual. Today we are making a super tasty, super hearty chickpea and sweet potato stew. This recipe is simple and uses really normal ingredients that you can probably either find in your pantry or at your local grocery store. Also, I wanted to mention that it would be amazing with the cornbread that we made last week. But that is everything I have to say for now, so cue the music and let's get into the video. Start off by peeling and chopping your sweet potatoes into bite-sized pieces. Then you can put those into a roasting pan with a drizzle of oil, some smoked paprika, and some salt. If you can't find smoked paprika in your stores, I suggest looking online, or I actually get it at my local bulk food store. And I like doing it that way because then you can just buy a smaller amount and you don't have to pay for a whole jar of it. Then you just want to bake that in the oven for about 15 minutes, and while that is baking, we will get started on the next part of the stew. So next you want to chop up your onion and mince your garlic, and then put those into a pot with a drizzle of oil and cook them for a few minutes until they soften and start to get a little bit translucent. Then add a can of diced tomatoes. I like to use no salt added tomatoes so that I can just add however much salt I want so that I have control over the amount of sodium that goes in this. I like doing that with my soups as well. And then I just added in a little pinch of salt and a few shakes of chili peppers just for a little bit of spiciness. And then at that point, the sweet potato will be done, so you can just take that out, give it a stir, and return it back to the oven for about 15 minutes. And then while that is cooking, again, we will just finish off the rest of the stew. Next, you want to add a can of rinsed and drained chickpeas, and then stir that, put the lid on, and simmer it until the sweet potato is finished. When the sweet potato is done and it's nice and soft, you can add that into the pot, along with any extra salt or pepper that you feel it needs. And then right before serving, I love to add a big pile of fresh spinach. You can also add in any type of greens that you like. I feel like kale would also be really, really good in this. And then once it is wilted, you are ready to serve this. This is definitely the type of meal that you will want to have for the colder fall months and the start of winter. I have just been craving super hearty, warm like soups and stews and stuff like that. I never really used to like stew that much. I thought it was just kind of like chunky and gross. But ever since coming up with just some like super simple recipes, I find that I like eating them a lot more, especially with other grains. So like I would serve this with some brown rice. Also, one time I cooked some rotini pasta and I threw it in the pot with this and made it like a chunky veggie pasta. I don't even know what it was, but it was so good. And then also with some cornbread, I whipped up a batch of cornbread while this was simmering. Like I said at the beginning, this is perfect with cornbread. So good. So I also wanted to show you guys, just before I put this away, this is how I like to store the stew. It lasts in the fridge up to 4 days. I wouldn't go past 4 because the chickpeas might get kind of gross. So this would definitely be enough for like lunches or dinners for 4 days for one person. Or you could do like half in the fridge and then the other half in the freezer, and then you can just have the freezer one. It lasts like up to 3 months. So you could just defrost it and have it whenever you need. Like if you have a busy week and you don't have time to do a lot of cooking. For the cornbread, it honestly hasn't lasted past 2 days for me, but I would say a couple days on the counter or like up to 5 days in the fridge. I really hope you guys enjoyed this recipe, and if you try it out, make sure to take a photo and tag me on Instagram or Twitter. I am at itslivb. Thank you guys so much for watching. I love and appreciate you all so much, and I really hope you enjoyed this this video. I will see you in my next one. Bye.